what was funny is his response was good. I'm like, good? Shouldn't you be right? And and then on Thursday that same week, I find out from my recently former coworkers that the doors to the office had been chained up overnight, Wednesday night into Thursday, and the company was out
Ooh,
of business.
wow. That's a horrible way to find that out.
Yes. But I mean, I look back and I think, wow, how fortunate to like have been looking to get out,
Right.
found the next opportunity, and then, decided to go that direction 4 days before it wouldn't have been my choice. And at that point, right, I like said, maybe this isn't the way to be a grown up. Maybe I need to go back to owning the business, run the business. What do I want to do? I did a little
Right.
soul searching like we all do in those times. I want to get paid for ideas.
Mm,
That was like the most I could just I want to get paid. So I started looking at marketing, advertising, things like that. And I wasn't finding anything because I had no experience.
mm.
So that's when I said, well, great. You know what? I'm going to make something. I started doing some consulting. One of those consulting clients asked if I knew how to edit video. I I had an iMac. I'd played around a little bit in iMovie and I said yes because it was more billable hours. And on like my second or third video for them, I remember like looking at my hands and being like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This
Mm.
is the perfect expression of like how my brain works and how I like to creatively express myself. I'd like better source material to work with. So I started to learn how cameras worked, how to shoot video, and at least be responsible for the footage that I was editing.
Yeah.
And then it was just this whole creative rebirth again in a medium that I had no idea when I was being creative when I was younger that I would end up with. I mean, the way that I've created my career history narrative, I use the line like I got started in video based on a lie. Like I had no business telling that client that I knew how to edit video.
Mm,
And I probably should have said, "No, I'm sorry, I don't." But
mm.
I didn't. And it's just one of those. I'm not a very spiritual person, but I look back at like certain forks in the road in my life and like
Right.
the last 15, 16 years of my life wouldn't have been what they have been if I hadn't said, "Yes, I
Yes.
can," in that moment. I just
Yeah.
do not believe that I would have ended up in this place.